Mr. Sami Ahmed, Managing Director of Startup Bangladesh, Hassan Arif, and the Project Director of Idea Project. And I can see many young entrepreneurs, especially our startups, our leaders from different sector, friends from media. Good morning to you all. Assalamu alaikum and adab. It is an honor for me to be a part of this auspicious event that confirms our goal of making a true smart Bangladesh. In this regard, I would like to remember the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who envisioned a poverty-free, hunger-free, developed Bangladesh with honor and dignity. He wanted to make a new generation who would be meritorious, smart, honest, with rich knowledge and technology. The unfinished tasks of Father of the Nation have been being fulfilled by his daughter, Honorable Prime Minister, the visionary leader of Digital Bangladesh, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The timely initiatives taken our Prime Minister have been taking us towards the peak of success. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know that Bangladesh has been experiencing a phenomenal growth in economy under the prudent leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, under the prudent guidance of our ICT advisor, Mr. Sajib Wazir Joy. You will be glad to know that Bangladesh is becoming a rich, nurturing ground for startups and new innovative ideas that is transforming entrepreneurship ecosystem. According to the recent study by Light Castle Partners, Bangladesh currently has over 2,000 active startups, with 200 new startups joining the industry every year. These growing numbers of startups are working as the job creation engines for our youth. Currently, in these 2,000 startups, near about 1.5 million youth are working. I can see the co-founder, Jia of Chaldal. I can see Shajib from Sheba XYZ, and also Kashef from Share Trip, and Dr. Fahreen from Dhaka Cast, and some other startups who are working in different areas. So in total, in these 2,000 startups, near about 1.5 million boys and girls are working. So that is why Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina always encourages us, especially to our youth, that you should be job creator, not be job seeker. And under the guidance of Honorable ICT advisor, who is the main architect of Digital Bangladesh, when he launched our first startup campaign back in 2016, I would like to mention that story. In his speech, Honorable ICT advisor Sajib Wazir Joy mentioned, and he told us that if you give a man a fish, you can feed him for a day. If you teach a man how to fish, you can feed him for his lifetime. So that is the main inspiration for taking all these projects and programs for our startups under ICT division. That is why we proposed before Honorable Prime Minister to establish our government-funded own startup venture company, Startup Bangladesh Limited. Within just last 2 years, we have been allocated near about 50 crore taka. Maybe it is close to 100 crore taka. It would be crossing maybe next year. And we have already invested more than 50 startups. And there are some other startups in the process, in the pipeline. Why? Because we all know that these young innovators, they are the courageous risk taker, and they are the problem solvers of present and the future. And they are taking Bangladesh into the next level, and they are going to lead Bangladesh by 2041, when we will be a knowledge-based, innovative, smart Bangladesh. When our per capita will be crossing $12,000 per capita. And that is the target of Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. After achieving this digital Bangladesh vision successfully, now we are targeting to be developed nation by 2041. And we have a specific target to reach by 2025. We want to provide 3 million jobs in IT and IT sector. We want to export $5 billion, and where our freelancers are contributing a lot. I can see Dr. Tanziba is here, founder and president of Bangladesh Freelancers Development Society. And they came to us and recommended by Honorable Private Investment Secretary to Prime Minister, Mr. Salman Fazlur Rahman. He actually requested me to have a meeting with them. And then after our meeting, we realized that our freelancers need some kind of special support from the government side. And we told to Honorable Prime Minister, and we shared all of the requirements of the young freelancers. I'm talking about 3 years back time. So then Honorable Prime Minister told us that we should give them an identity so that our freelancers, our young freelancers should have their own identity, because we used to hear that they are not able to propose to their beloved one because they didn't have any identity. Even they had problems when they are taking their children to the school. Then school administration is asking, what is your profession? They were not able to describe or explain about their profession. Then Honorable Prime Minister gave us the solution, and we developed freelancers id.gov.bd under ICT division. Near about 30,000 registered freelancers are now working, and one after another services we are providing for our remittance fighter, our freelancers, brothers and sisters. And today we are really happy and glad to inaugurate EBL special features and solutions for our startups and young entrepreneurs, especially for the freelancers and startups. Startup Explorer Loan. I have came to know from the Managing Director and CEO of EBL that our young entrepreneurs, our startups, will get up to 1 crore taka loan for their business development in only 4% interest, which is very necessary for a growth startup. And I would request to Ali Reza Iftikhar, one of our very successful bankers and a very favorite personality, to increase the amount, maybe not today, maybe after monitoring some of our success stories. I hope they will increase from 1 crore to 5 crore by next year. That is my humble request to the MD. And the second solution, second gift for our startup community, Startup Bangladesh EBL Visa co-brand cards. You have seen in the presentation that what kind of facilities you can get from this solution. You can spend 35% of your total earning, and you can keep that money in your card as a foreign currency, and you can spend outside of our country, and the rest of the money you can convert into taka. It is a great opportunity for our young startups and also freelancers. And also EBL Freelancers Visa Debit Card, where in our presentation you have seen that what kind of solutions you can get. The last thing I would like to mention that in our digital journey, EBL has contributed a lot. You have seen in the last slide, they have been our partner for a long time in different programs, and we are thankful to EBL for their continuous support, and I hope that they will continue their support and they will be our partner for achieving Smart Bangladesh by 2041. And I would like to conclude my speech by mentioning one of my favorite quotations by ICT advisor. He said, I quote, "Find your own niches, find new technologies, find your own innovations, don't imitate, innovate." I think EBL has proven they are the most innovative banks among the other banks. They are the most innovative and successful bank in our country, and I wish their continuous success, and I hope that they will look into our startups and they will introduce more financing support for our startups, which are very necessary for our startup growth. Because you know that the traditional financing ecosystem is not useful for our startups growth. We need different type of investment. Like from our Startup Bangladesh Limited company, we do not only invest as a debt, because we invest as an equity investment. And we don't see the traditional banks and other financial institutions are coming with this kind of innovative financing support. So I would request to Managing Director and CEO for considering our equity investment proposals. I can talk to Honorable Governor of Bangladesh Bank to allow you to introduce this kind of new solution, because from our Startup Bangladesh Limited company, we can only help our startups to stand up, but I think all the large banks, all the established financial institutions can help them to make them able to run and move forward and move fast. And with this, I would like to conclude my speech. I'm seeking for all your earnest cooperation to create a sustainable, digital, inclusive society of Bangladesh. With that, I would like to conclude here. You have seen my old slogan. It was Be Digital, Build Digital. It was 8 years back. So we have changed our slogan now. It is Think Digital, Be Smart. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangla.
Word of wisdom. I would request with you to remain on the podium and would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Osman Turan on the podium for the launch. Our Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Ali Iftikhar, on the podium.